What's good, YouTube and Twitch? We're live streaming to both, and some brand new anime cards have dropped. This is not a React Andy, though. We've read through them, and there's some insane comprehension slash leveling that has happened with these really awesome anime cards that we want to go over on what you can do with them. So the first one is insane. It is Holy Elf, Holy Burst Stream, aka Mystical Elf, Mystical Burst Stream. She is a level 4 light spellcaster effect monster, attack 800, defense 2000. Very manga-esque art with this background blue eyes going past the chanting mystical elf. I really like it. And probably the best card we're going to talk about tonight next to the Harpie Dragon Retrain. You can only use the first and second effects of this card once per turn. When a monster your opponent controls activates its effects, and you control a level 5 or higher normal monster, quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate the effect. Now, the super big brain thing about this is, oh, my Dark Magician deck, my Blue Eyes deck. No, if you use Gamma, you summon a Sci-Frame Driver, that's a level 7 normal monster, which fits the level 5 or higher normal monster, and you can have another on-demand negate that special summons itself to the board with 2000 defense, presenting not only a wall and a negate on board, but then it also has an effect. During your opponent's battle phase quick effect, you can target a normal monster in either graveyard, special summon it, and if you do, while you control it, monsters your opponent control must attack it if able. You have a disruption negation summon effect and also a magnetizing effect that has the potential for revival. This is actually an insanely interesting card, and while it may be niche in use, the funny thing is it stacks on top of Gamma due to Sci-Frame Driver, or any of the Sci-Frames actually, for that matter, because of Driver. So stream pointing that out, it is just wild. Oh, Driver's level 6, my bad, Driver's level 6, the Sci-Frames, it is still a level 5 or higher normal monster, which fits that. My bad, stream, you're always here to catch me when I mess up, so that the comment section won't have to do it so hard. Next up, we have probably the least exciting card of the night, Kaiser Glider Golden Burst. I like Kaiser Glider overall, but it feels like it's missing a little something, and I'll get into that. This is a level 6 light dragon effect monster, attack 2400, defense 2200. You can only use this card's name's first effect once per turn. Quick effect, you can tribute one monster and special summon this card from your hand. What I like about this is there are a lot of cards in the game that want to be tributed by some means, how, whatever, to start getting effects that they have. If this card is tributed, it gets this effect, and I do think this additionally lays on to those effects, and I like that, and it does get itself out of the hand with the greatest of ease on top of that with that resource. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This card's attack becomes equal to that monster's till the end of the turn. Basically a copycat effect of I become as big as you, because old school Kaiser Glider, whatever it rams into that's equal attack, well, it wouldn't die by battle. So I would have liked to see it have that last effect of then it can't die by battle, either against that card or versus equal attack. Still have that claw so that it gets big, stays on the field, does that. It's not too broken. It pops out of hand and does that. It does also remind me a lot of the art of Winged Dragon of Ra at this point, though. Kind of funny there. And then finally, we have Giltia, the Magical Knight Soul Spear, and there's a lot of interesting things about this. This is a level 5 light warrior effect monster. Attack 1850, defense 1500. If you might recall, this was a fusion in the old school, vanilla fusion that I think is also warrior typing that you could instant fuse out before we got Raijin. Anyways, I digress. If you control no monsters, you can normal summon this card without tributing. When this card is normal summoned, you can banish one monster your opponent controls with attack higher than or equal to this card's. That is non-target banishing, and it can normal summon itself without a tribute. Now, this may sound like some old school way too late Yu-Gi-Oh, but its third effect is hilarious. You can discard the one card and add one level 7 Dark Dragon monster, one level 6 Dark Machine monster, or one level 5 Water Warrior monster from your deck to your hand. You are literally picking a freaking dodgeball team with this, and then we deduced, okay, it's all Joey cards. We get it. Level 5 Warrior, it's Meiko Tsunami. We got the level 6 Dark Machine monster, fine. Genzo Android Psycho Shocker, one of my favorite cards. And then level 7 Dark Dragon monster, not Dark Arm Dragon, which we finally have a Dark Arm Dragon Searcher that normal summons itself, but would have to be the starting play of the turn. You have a Red Eyes Dark Dragon Searcher. Yay, Joey Wheeler! So this is still pretty cool overall in the construction of these cards with the Animation Chronicle coming out. These all seem to be V-Jump cards though, so no clue when, how, where we're gonna get them, or what that'll equate to in packs. A perfect place would be Animation Chronicle or a March reprint set, since the Megaton tends not to import cards like these. But this may be the answer to how we're getting those special cards in Megatons now for Blue Eyes and Dark Magician. Well, now these are for the OCG, maybe to kind of mash with the... I really thought these were the deviant art, like, fakes whenever somebody first posted, but it's on the official V-Jump website, and these are really cool to see. Harpie's Pet Dragon Fearsome Fire Blast has a lot of potential, especially for Tri-Brigade Harpie, and let's go ahead and get into it. This card reads that it is a level 7 Wind Dragon effect monster, so even with this fire, it's still a wind monster. It has 2,000 attack, defense 2,500. You can only use this card's first and third effects once per turn each. If you control a level 6 or lower wind monster, wow, that's pretty easy to do in Yu-Gi-Oh! You can special summon this card from your hand in defense position. So it comes out with a beefy defense. Monsters cannot target level 6 or lower Harpie monsters for attacks. I would like to see that also say with card effects, but I like this magnet kind of thing that the Mystical Elf and this is doing. Instead of like these super armor protections, instead just create cards that have to take the hits instead, that have to be dealt with in order, creating awkward turns for opponents. But I do like the magnet attempt and how that consideration has to happen. And then if this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can send a Wind Wing Beast monster from your deck to the graveyard. So that would be like the Tri-Brigade Wind monster. Chad will have that name for you in a second. I am completely blanking right now. I just have every other Tri-Brigade name other than it in my head. Nerval, there you go. See? We're fast. But seriously, this card, overall, having the ability to Foolish Burial after you leave and also extend itself out onto the field with the greatest of ease for not only Link summoning, XE summoning, whatever you may want, is pretty darn good as a Harpie update, and I like what they've gone for here. So what do you guys think of these anime-esque cards? Do they live up to the legacy? I typically want them to do a little bit more than they do, but after reading the Mystical Elf and how it combos with Gamma and then creates the magnet effect, I like everything about it, but then I start to get a little bit scared of if anybody actually Gamma'd me, and then they summoned this on top for a negation, and then they magnetized the vanilla, I'd be pretty angry at that happening to me, but I do find it somewhat hilarious for the mash, and it's supposed to be, I guess, Dark Magician or Blue Eye support initially, but it's so generic with normal monsters. I like the creation of this card at the end of the day so far. Harpie Tri-Brigade support? Exactly. Thanks for joining on the live stream. Anybody in open chat have anything to add? Nope, nothing to add. Just me alone.
I would say that it's actually really funny that the thing just has Gamma, but at the same time, you're trying to rely on having both Gamma and this, but at the same time, if you have it, then you just go. Yeah,
you're not teching it in a meta deck just to be on top of Gamma. Obviously, you would hope to have more synergy in the deck, but the fact that it combos with Gamma specifically is hilarious. I also think finally having a Dark Arm Dragon Searcher after all these years is also pretty funny. Thanks for watching today's video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the conversations. And let me know what you think of these manga-esque cards. Two of them look like they will actually be pretty darn useful, which is unusual with these kinds of drops.